Hey, welcome tonight. We're live. We're live everywhere. Welcome tonight, Advocates for Justice Paralegal School. We have the tools, you do work. I'm Coach Neighbors, and tonight I'm going to introduce you guys to the online course, the new online course payment option that everyone can afford. Yeah, we got this set up and it's really nice. We've also made a few changes to the online course. So we're going to investigate the course just a little bit. And we'll also review a couple of sets of rules. We talked about this several months ago, but I think we need to touch on it again. We probably are going to touch on it several times in the next few months. And we will figure out what happens if you follow the wrong set of rules. Because there's two sets of court rules. Well, there's several sets of court rules, and we're going to talk about that. And we'll discuss the set that you should be following and why. But before we get into all of that yummy stuff, I want to remind you guys to make sure that you click on the ads. And I want you guys to remember those pop-up ads help me get paid. So when you click on that ad, I get paid. When I get paid, when YouTube pays me, when I started making big money on YouTube from the ads, and I'm going to lower my prices. And so I want to mention that to let you guys know how important it is to click on those ads. And I want you guys to remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel and ring that bell. Click on that bell so you get notification when it's time to stream and when I post new videos. And one more thing before we get to the new low price of the online course payment option. One other thing we want to talk about, last but not least, make sure that you leave me a Google review as to the quality of my documents. Please let the readers know that you will do a follow-up on how the documents work for you when you leave your review. Okay, I want you to leave review, a two-part review. The first part should be on the quality of the documents after you review them, and then you should also let the readers that are reading the reviews know that you're going to do a follow-up on how well the document worked for you. Now, the review is the same to me as my documents are to you. And I don't think a lot of people understand that value. The reviews help other people see the value in what we do here. And when those people jump in and invest in the program, it helps me keep the prices down low so I can get all this fancy stuff paid for. So I can look professional. Some people have a hard time understanding how important the reviews are to me. So I want to explain it this way. If I had two calls come in at the same time, one call from a person who took the time to leave me a Google review right after reviewing the documents because they understood the documents are fire and they understand how important that is to me. You can never have too many gimmies on the coach. So the first person left a great review, even if it was a crappy review. The first person took the time to leave the review after they reviewed the documents. Now, the second caller did not find value in taking the time to leave the review, even after being asked several times. So you guys know where I'm going with this. So which caller do you think is going to get to communicate with me at that time? I'm just asking. Which caller would you pick to communicate? Now, you get the point. I'm not going to make you prove that you're vaccinated to get group coaching, or I'm not going to make you prove that you're vaccinated to be able to contact me and ask me questions in the Facebook page or in Messenger. However, if you have not left me a Google review, your question may be put at the end of the line. I'm just saying. People need to understand how important that Google review is to me. And if you've invested in a package and you haven't and you've told me that you're happy with the package and that it was fire, and you haven't taken the time to leave me a review, I would take the time to do that soon as this is done here today, because I would not want to be the one getting moved to the back of the line because the grumpy coats didn't see your review. And believe me, I know who left me the reviews because I check them. I get the little thing on my email every time one comes through. So I'm done with the review thing now. I could like talk about that the whole hour, but I won't. It's time to get to work. Now, I want to introduce you guys to the new online course payment options. And I was going to pull it up, but I would have to like turn off my computer or close the app and log out, and then log back in as an innocent bystander. And I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to tell you about it, and I'm going to open up the course and show you a little bit about the course. Spot on Chill. What's up, Mr. Demetris? Good to see you too, buddy. We getting on the program today, and we just going to keep on rolling. So let me do a screen share, and I'm going to show you guys what the course looks like, and then we'll talk about it while I'm showing. Bam. I made some changes to it, and I actually have the eliminate the eviction stopper package I'm going to add to the online course. So anybody that's facing a judgment or has a judge, actually for the judicial, you have a judge. So you can use this package to go after the judge even before the judge has anything to say about their case, excuse me. And that's why I love it. So I'm going to add that into the course curriculum tomorrow. Now, this is what the page looks like. So let's talk about the payments. So Teachable has a payment option, and I've learned how to deploy it. And the payment option allows you guys to make 4 payments. So basically, you'd have your down payment of $300 to access the online course and all of the course curriculum and the group coaching. And then you would set up your credit card to have 3 additional payments taken out on the days that you agree to. So all in all, it'll be 4 payments of $300. Now, that's a sweet deal. I have been trying to figure out a way to set this course up. So, right now we have entrepreneurs who are paralegals using the course. We also have property investors that have invested in the course and are using the course. I wanted to figure out a way to make the course affordable for just property owners who have the courage to stand up and fight and want to punch some people in the face, some attorneys in the face with my stuff or with your foot. It don't matter to me, but I didn't tell you to do that. Okay. Okay, sorry. Got carried away. Hello, Diane, and thank you. Nice to see you too. I only see your smile there, So I set the course up, the payment part of the course up, where you can make your $30 or your $300 investment, and then 3 $300 payments each month for the next several months. And I figure that's a great opportunity for you guys that are facing this problem and you don't have the $1,200. Now, the course is a $2,400 course. I have it on sale for $1,200. And I would like to see more people get involved in the course. So right now, I'm going to take the first 20 people that invest in the course, and then I'm going to remove the payment page and just make sure that I can get everything done with those people before I open it up to the whole world forever. But that's how we're going to do it. So if you're interested or were interested in getting in the online course, now you can get in the online course for less than the lawsuit package. And, keep in mind, when you're facing foreclosure, it's not a good idea to continue making the payments. So hopefully you're saving that payment money. Plus, at $300, with two people, $150 is out of each. You can work that out. And I'll tell you, the value that you're going to get in this is huge, because the online course is structured with totally different paperwork, a totally different strategy, and it comes with a lot of stuff right at your fingertips. You got videos. Oh, well, let's just show you here what you get. I'm talking too much. So let's just scroll down here. Example of the course curriculum. So the course outline. You have a welcome video. And like I said, in this course, you have access to my 121 YouTube videos that are on my channel. And we use those videos here too. And keep in mind, all of those videos were made from the information and putting together the lawsuit packages and the stuff that I have on my website at winningcourtnow.com. That website has all of my packages and stuff on it, and you can go there and check out. I actually redone the website last week and set it up so you can access the offer from the front page instead of having to navigate to the product page and then go to the checkout page and do all of that stuff. I set it up so it's a lot easier. So here you see we start this about the instructor, or what to expect. Let's just click on that and see what it does. Oops, it's not letting me in because it says I'm not enrolled. But I'm the boss. See if I can get in so we can show it. Now, this is what the front of the course looks like. And this tells you a little bit about the course. And then we have a link here to my YouTube channel. And there's the welcome video. So you see a lot of work went into putting this together. And tips and strategies. Let's tip on that. So in here, I talk about the things that you need to look out for when you're getting ready to file your stuff. Things you need to know, update on a jurisdictional challenge with an affidavit. We also have how to state a claim for relief in here, but I took the time to state the claim for relief in the documents that's in this package. So you really don't have to worry about that. How to control the attorneys in a hearing. Yeah, so you see here, we've got some nice stuff in here that you guys can learn from. And this course is structured. Everything is here. You got videos, lectures, PDFs. Everything that you need is right here. And all of the documents that you need to get done what you need to do are included in this online course. The course comes with group coaching. And if you have a question, you can message me your question, and I'll decide if I should call you or not. Because a lot of the times I can direct you where you need to get the answer. If it's too complicated, then I'll give you a call. Otherwise, I'm going to direct you where you need to get the answer. So don't get grumpy if I don't set up to call everybody, because you have to remember you're not the only one on the list. So, and if I called everybody all the time, that's all I would be doing all day long, and just calling everybody. And that's not going to work, because I have to get some stuff done. So you guys can see that this online course, a lot of thought went into this course. And I think we'll have 72 or 73 people enrolled in it right now. And I've got a few good reviews. Now I would like to have other reviews from people who are in the course. I only have a few reviews. Everybody act like they're so busy, but they'll call me or email me if they have a question, and I'm supposed to make time to answer. Make the time to leave me a review, please, 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 por favor. So that's the online course. I just want to show you guys kind of what it looks like. You don't want to go over all of the pages. Oh, I love this, and a little about the instructor. Dream big and make it happen. That's how we roll here. Dream big and make it happen. And that's what we're doing here. Our new non-conventional foreclosure defense program may be the most important foreclosure defense strategy that anyone's thought of and put together, and structured it so the average person can jump in and get it done without an attorney at an affordable cost. Okay, don't. Sorry, I'm getting carried away. Okay. No, there is one other thing I wanted to show you guys while we're sharing. Let me show you one other thing. This is my offer for the online course on Sam's Cart. Sam's Cart is a one-page ad that you can set up, and that one-page ad allows you to put everything on that one page that you need. And this is real cool because this allows me to put several videos in the page. So the instructional video, the video for that you need to know to use the jurisdictional challenge with an affidavit. Everything is right in the page. So it's pretty cool. And as you can see here, we start out right here at the top with that new payment plan. 4 payments of $300. So then we scroll down here and we talk a little bit over here about me and what my goal is and why I do this. And I do this because I love teaching people how to kick attorneys' butts. That's pretty much it. And then introducing the new twist on the conventional foreclosure defense program. Yeah, we have our non-conventional foreclosure defense program. And these videos are from my YouTube channel. So if you go to my YouTube channel, when you look at the video titles, the first part of the title is the title that I use for YouTube to rank my video so that it shows to people, because my channel is small. The second part of the title is what the video is actually going to be about. So, and everything's divided into playlists. I have a playlist for the online course. I have a playlist for jurisdictional challenge with an affidavit. I have a playlist for the instructional videos. So you go to my YouTube channel and you search the playlist for the instructional videos. And when you pull the playlist up, then you match the titles in the playlist with the instructional video. You match the titles in the playlist with the title on the document that you need to learn about. And that's how you do it. So we redone this also to be a little more clear in what our goals are and what we're doing. So this online course is great for paralegals, people who want to do the same thing I'm doing. It would be great for property investors who want to protect their property. You can use this course to set up your team of foreclosure defense team, and the team can handle different properties and watch the videos on their own and use their, yeah, it's pretty cool. This online course is the bomb, and I think this is going to be a huge game changer for a lot of people. I'm in the process of structuring the non-judicial online course, and it should be, I should have it done by the end of next week. Maybe I may get it finished this weekend, but that's what we're working on too. And then we're gonna roll it out. And then I think the third online course is going to be credit card lawsuit defense, how to do that. And that course is going to be real cheap, probably like $250 or something like that. We're going to make it, and it's going to be kind of short because it doesn't entail all of this stuff that you have to do over here to counteract the fraud that they're sticking up in people's faces. So, hey, Free Church Press, welcome. Glad you can make it. And I'm going to leave this here so you can see the problem. The problem is homeowners face in court is the system is structured by the bar members, and the courts are unfair to you. In foreclosure defense, you must have a strategy to block the eviction process and sue the state court judge when he or she violates your rights with the court's illegal administrative processes, foreclosure processes. Illegal administrative foreclosure processes. That's pretty much what it is. And I told you guys a bunch of times, the main thing that you need to argue in the judicial foreclosure process is the statute that they're using for the judicial foreclosure does not have the three elements that the state constitution and the federal constitution mandates must be present. In order for something to be a law, it has to have an enacting clause, it has to have a title, and it has to have a body. And revised codes and statutes do not have any of them. That means that what they're using to foreclose on you is unconstitutional. So the foreclosure is unconstitutional because that statute does not have the necessary elements to be considered a valid law. Bam. So if you're tired, and the other thing is, the biggest mistake that homeowners make is not having the attorney who signed to initiate the foreclosure as the number one defendant on their wrongful foreclosure breach of contract lawsuit. Yep. And that's the main reason why most people's stuff get kicked out of court for failure to state a claim, because they know you can't state a claim if you got the lender on there. The lender is not the one coming after you, and the lender did not sign anything. Go check. The lender has not signed anything. So the attorney needs to be added as number one defendant on your wrongful foreclosure / breach of contract lawsuit, the law firm second, and the last servicer. We only use the three people because if you use more than that, it makes things complicated for you and easy for them to step all over you and do and serve you their response in three different versions. Yeah. So are you making the same mistake? If you're tired of spinning your wheels and you want to get the right person, if you want to sue the right person for attacking your property, then I have what you need. Yeah, you need to head over to the website and get on and click on this link and enroll in this course. Everybody can afford it now with the new payment option. And then these are the steps that you got to go through, a few of the steps. And then we talk a little bit about the solution and what you didn't know. What you didn't know is the fact that when the lender accepted your signature on the mortgage lien, that proved that you own the property. If not, everybody that signed on the property, that owned the property, had to be there to sign for the mortgage lien. So the fact that the lender accepted your signature on the mortgage lien proves that you own the property for a very short time before they tricked you. So you guys can go to the website. I'm going to leave the link to this in the comment section here, so you guys can go and check this out yourself. And finish reading it, because it's man, I threw down on this, so it's pretty cool. Are you ready to fight? Yep. This is what you need to have happen. I love my pictures. And then this is what you get in the online course, man. You get so much stuff. I put everything in here that you possibly could need for any situation that we've had to deal with in the time that we've been doing this for a minute, as you can see. And then these are a couple of the videos, instructional videos. So now you can click on the instructional video. You can watch it and see a little and learn a little bit about the documents and everything before you even have to consider investing in the package. And that's the way I roll. I want you to see what you're getting and to understand what's going on, because I don't have time to hold your hand, and I don't have time to mess around. So back in the old days, they would like try to close anybody that peeked on your site. Well, I don't do that. I only want people to close to themselves because they see the value in what I'm doing. If they don't see the value in what I'm doing, then I didn't even want them in the program, because I will spend too much time trying to convince them to do things the way that we do them here, instead of the way that they learn how to do them from the attorneys that they've been following into the toilet. Yeah. Now, this video here had the credit card thing on it, but basically it's how to file an answer and how to reply to them with your lawsuit or your jurisdictional challenge. That's what that's all about. So make sure you click on that and watch that. Now, I have reviews here. These are some of my older reviews. I haven't had the time to put the newer reviews. I guess I should make time, because I got a few newer reviews on the online course that are the bomb, and several on my Living a Property Tax Lawsuit package. And then at the bottom here, this is kind of cool. It shows all the offers that I have on this website. So at some point in time, I'm going to learn how to put a bundle together, so that if you need more than one, you'll get a break if you choose whatever. But I have a ways to go to learn how to do that. And then there's the checkout. Now, if you're interested in the payment plan, you have to go to the website, click on the link there, and it'll take you over to the website. And when you get to the main website, you will teachable.com website, where you check out, then you'll get an opportunity to choose the payment plan. I think maybe I need to put a payment plan page on here. I never really thought about that, but it looks like that's what I need to do. But right now you can get to the payment plan from teachable.com. So if you click on the link, it'll take you over there. So let's move on. Now, the other thing we're going to talk about tonight is which set of court rules are you following? The main rules that everybody is supposed to be following are the federal rules of civil procedure. The federal rules of civil procedure. Even in the state court, they're supposed to be following the federal rules of civil procedure. The federal rules and federal laws trump state crap, state court crap. So when the judge and the attorneys are whining about the rules, about the court rules, are they when they're whining about you not following the court rules? Are they the federal rules of civil procedure, or are they the local rules? Now, each state has a filing requirement statute, and I would suggest that you look up that filing requirement statute for your state and add it to the front page of your document. And you want to make it say something like, this document, my legal team prepared this document according to the filing requirements for the state or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And then put the address, the statute for that filing requirement right in your page. And when you go to file your stuff and they start giving you a bunch of crap and you know that it's not anything that's in the federal rules of civil procedure, then you can show them that that your legal team knows about the filing requirement statute for your state. And anytime they're asking you to do something that's in contrast to the filing requirement statute for your state, then I'd want to know who it is. My legal team's going to need to know who you are and why, and where's this rule that you're telling me to follow? What kind of rule is it? You just play dumb. And we're going to talk about what that rule is here in a minute. You'll find when you look it up that the filing requirement is very liberal. And most people who have a little bit of knowledge about what the hell you're supposed to do on the paper have done what you need to meet the filing requirement. The filing requirement that you must follow must be in line with the federal rules of civil procedure. So what the hell are the court's local rules? Well, the local rules are rules that are not in harmony with the Constitution. The local rules are designed to speed up the court processes for your case by violating your right to a due process and some other stuff. But we're just going to stick with the due process to keep it simple. So what happens if the judge ignores your document? And we're going to talk about this for a minute because I've had a couple of people in the group. Well, one person in the group. Actually, there's a couple of people in the group that the courts ignored the document. One person in the courts was refusing to file the document, and the other person that contacted me was a little maxed out because she filed everything and she was in a hurry running around, and actually the person didn't do everything the right way. But that's fine if you understand the concepts and strategies. You can figure out what you need to do. But if it don't work out, you can't come back and say we did everything that you said when you did things different. But the problem here is when the judge ignores your document. In my opinion, in most cases, it's because the judge was not properly served. Some people think that when you do a counterclaim or whatever, that you can just give the judge the documents or mail it to him or certified mail or whatever. And if what you're doing is not what the federal rules of civil procedure mandate that you have to do to serve people, then they don't have to respond to it. Oh, I know. The one person told me, well, the state rules say that you can do this and send a certified mail and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, seriously, this is what I'm being told when I'm telling the person to serve the judge. Okay, stop playing. Serve them before they rule and give you the 10 days to get off your property. And when that happens, anything that you do after at that point is going to be left in a basket for the 10 days until they get you off the property. If you don't serve the judge, they're going to ignore your paperwork and just try to get by with what they do. I know the state says you can do this and the state says you can do that. The state's full of crap, and they're the ones that are illegally trying to steal your property right now. So why would you listen to any of the state rules? The federal rules of civil procedure is what you're supposed to be listening to. If that's what you're supposed to be going by. If you're not going by that, you need to go pack your stuff. I'm just saying. Because the local rules are designed to speed up the process, rob you of your due process rights and your property while you're running around doing everything they said. Oh, wait, but have you noticed? They're not following the stinking rules. They're not even following the federal rules of civil procedure. Nope. And the judge answered for them. They didn't have to respond to the jurisdictional challenge. They didn't have to, yeah. Oh, but here you are running around, jumping through these hoops, kissing these people's butt, trying to follow all their rules. Okay, I'm getting pissed off. Yeah, you guys need to use some common sense with the rules. Number one, which rules are you following? Are they the civil rules of civil procedure, or are they the local court rules I just came up with because they don't want to deal with your butt? So the state rule said you can send the lawsuit certified mail. But when you did that, they're ignoring you and moving forward with trying to steal your property. So the coach says, well, serve them. Well, you argue with the coach. Well, the state rule said blah, blah, blah. So how's that going for you? At what point do you change and do the hell something else? Chances are they're using the improper service as grounds to speed up the eviction process. I know you noticed that. When you went to the table with my fire, they looked at that. They figured out one loophole they could get out of responding to you with, and that's what they're doing. And if I tell you to serve them, please don't tell me about the state rules, because I know all about the state rules, and that's why I don't use any of them. In the documents that I put together for you guys, you will find that all of those rules, all of the stuff that I use them are federal. And I actually have the case law in there that allows you to use federal case law in state court. There's no difference when you do that than there is when you use Supreme Court case law in state or federal court. Now, here's the problem attorneys have when you drag their butt over into federal court from state court, and we have process that'll help you do that, but that's for another video. The problem they have is the state court crap don't fly in federal court. So if you force them over to federal court, then now they're going to have to do a whole bunch of stuff, and they don't like it. They don't like it one bit. So please remember, I made you no promises. I didn't promise you that the judge was going to follow the law. So if you filed your stuff and they're ignoring you, don't call whining and like I did everything like I promised you that the judge is going to follow the rules or whatever. Okay, because I can't help you with that. That's up to you. The only promise that I make is I'm going to give you a chance to fight. Now, what you do with that chance is up to you. Now, Shamel Maxwell, she's been in the group and she's been fighting to block her to sell her dad's house. I talked to her. I asked her one day, how many times did you call down there? And she told me she had to call down to the courthouse to talk to the clerk almost daily. How many times have you called down there and harassed them people about what the hell's going on? No, you guys call me. I'm just saying. If they ignore you, it means they have no respect for you. It also means maybe you blab too much. and they know you have no idea about what the hell you're doing. A lot of people think the clerk is your friend, all the way up until you figure out that the clerk was the one that tossed your stuff out of the court without the judge even signing off on it. I can't help you with earning their respect. Now, actually, I say that, but I can. I put the stuff together, but if you don't understand it and go to the table with that understanding in your head and tell them people when they try to give you crap for, oh, you can't file. Oh, wait, you can't file that because the attorney has number one defendant on there. That's not right. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, it is. My legal team told me that this is what we need to do because the attorney is the only one that signed the petition against my property, the lawsuit. The attorney is the only one that signed it. See, I followed the instructional video and I added a copy of the lawsuit that the attorney filed to against my property as an exhibit so that I can show you when you get up in my face with this nonsense that the attorney is the one that signed it. Flip through the paperwork. See, there you go. Attorney's the only one to sign it. And if you have further problem with this, you need to call your supervisor because somebody's going to get added because my legal team ain't having it. Somebody's butt's going to get added to this list if you don't file my stuff right now. Yeah, you better be scared. I'm serious. You know, you don't want to make them call the police on you, but you might want to make them think about it if they're doing you wrong. You need to do whatever you need to do to earn their respect. And I'm telling you, if that means having them call the damn police on you, so be it. As long as you ain't hit nobody, they can't do shit but ask you to leave, okay? But yeah, they play on the fear. And if you go in there showing fear, they can smell it before you walk through the door. And when they smell your fear, you're done. You're done. And, you know, I told a lady one day, when you go to file stuff in court, you know, or when you're in a hearing, you have to speak up loud and act like you know what you're talking about. Make notes. But the main thing is you have to speak up loud. You have to speak up loud so that they can't hear your knees knocking underneath the table. And she said, she kind of like that. And then she said, "Are you making fun of me?" I like, no, ma'am. I'm talking about myself, and I'm like 6'7", so my knees are almost to the top of the table. Oh, and then she relaxed. Okay, I'm not talking about you. I'm just saying I know how it is. Okay, I've been there, and I've been doing this for a minute. So one of the other things I wanted to talk to you guys about, when you email me or leave a comment on my YouTube channel about Section 5, some statute that I mentioned, and I don't know what the hell you're talking about, and I tell you good luck, that means good luck finding what it is you're looking for because I don't remember what the hell you're talking about. You know, don't get mad and start being hissy with me. Well, I asked you a question. This how you gonna tell me? No. That's not how we roll here. Okay. People that roll like that get kicked out the stinking back door because I don't have time for drama and I don't have time for people's crap. So people need to understand that those videos, you're looking at that video, it may have been a video that I posted 6 months ago. And when I make these videos, I study for it, sometimes 3 or 4 days, depending on what it is, getting everything all lined up. And then 5 months later, I'm not going to remember on video 226, I talked about this one statute. And most people don't even have the name of the video, the date, or nothing. Like I'm supposed to remember all of that. No, I don't remember all of that stuff. Have people, and so one person got grumpy and was kind of starting to talk crap because he thought I was just blowing him off. Well, no, I wasn't blowing you off. I did not remember. I didn't have no idea what you're talking about. So I put the videos together with the information in them. If you can't figure out the information and it's something that I don't remember, then you just need to move forward and go on with some other stuff or something. Okay, that's all I can say. It's not going to be worth it to you to be a smart ass and get kicked out of the group or to get blocked from my YouTube channel because I don't deal with drama and I don't put up with smart ass crap. I don't at all. So, and there's a few people I'll tell you that too. Well, they can't tell you now because they're gone. Oh yeah, they sometimes they still try and complain in the other. Yeah, and I had one person complain to somebody else, and that somebody else came on because they were still in the group and said, "Well, so and so said blah blah blah," and I said, "Oh, really? Well, I'm glad you're looking out for them. You need to go back and talk to them, bam, because you're kicked out of the group too. Because I don't care." So, if you want to be in the group, you need to come with the right attitude and ready to learn. I don't have time for the other stuff. So you guys need to make sure that you are following that you're not following the local rules and making it easy for them to boot you out the door because the local rules line you up right in front of the door. I'm serious. If it's not in the federal rules of civil procedure, it's not a rule that you guys have to follow. Now, there is one other thing I wanted to show you guys before I close up tonight, and this thing is really cool. I should have done it when I had this screen share open, but I can open the screen share again because I know how to do it. But this time we're going to put something else down there. I'm going to show you guys the new package that I put together. And this one's really cool. This is the new 42 USC Section 1983 civil lawsuit package high-dollar attorneys use to sue government players for civil rights violations under the color of the law. Now you can sue the court and the attorneys. So what I've done here is I've structured this. So how can I put this just to keep it simple? I structured this so you can sue the judge and the attorneys and the state for violating your civil rights with the state court's illegal foreclosure administrative process. So all the stuff they've done in state court to you, you'll be suing them for that with this. So now you're going to be suing them, and this is brand new. My brain rolls, and this is, I cannot wait to see how well this works. So you're going to be going after them for the illegal state court process, and you will be able to use everything that they did in the illegal state court process to add as exhibit to your lawsuit. And now the issue is not about the banking fraud. Now the issue is about the state court fraud. And that is a lot less hill for you to climb. All you need to do is have them send over their file from all you need to do is get a docket sheet showing that you challenged the court's jurisdiction a whole bunch of times, and the judge didn't make them prove any of it, and the judge, right, and then you sued the judge, and then you recuse the state court judge, and now they have no judge to answer to any of this. Yeah. So I think this is going to be one great answer to what they're doing to you in court. Because remember, you can't go into their court and argue what they're saying, what they said you did or didn't do, or whatever. That's the conventional program, and everything they're saying is lies. So you're going to end up right in the toilet at the end of the lies, or in the middle of the lies when they get tired of your ass. Now, what you need to do is, if there's a judgment against you on a state court level, you object to it, demand reconsideration, file a motion. The reconsideration package is included in the lawsuit packages. So you object to the judge's order, demand reconsideration, then file your lawsuit against the judge. and then recuse the judge. Mhm. All of that is done in state court. Now, I'm not talking about this lawsuit, the lawsuit in the package against the judge in state court. So what you're doing, and this is going to be the standard procedure that everybody needs to be doing, what you're doing is you're attacking the judge and removing the judge from the case. Because when you recuse the judge after you sue the judge, you recuse the judge, there's no motor on their boat. So their boat is floating around in admiralty jurisdiction with nowhere to go. And then when you file this lawsuit in federal court, there'll be no judge, so nobody from the other court can respond to your lawsuit in federal court for violation. Yeah. This helps you put them in a nice, neat little ball. Now, I put this together for myself. I'm using it against the ATF here pretty quick. And then I altered it to fit for the foreclosure issue that we have. Now, this can be altered very easily for anything that you're facing. If they're violating your rights, you can use this. It's very easy to change. All of the heart of the document's all there, and then there's a section that you have to change and put your stuff in. And when I say your stuff, I'm talking about, whatever it is that you're going after them for. In most people's cases in foreclosure, it's going to be what they're doing to you in court. Actually, that's what I would keep it focused on, what they're doing to you in court. Because if you focus on the stuff, then it opens up the arguing. And when the arguing's done, the judge gets to help them. And we already know how that works. So we wanted to avoid the arguing and make them not want your butt in their court. That's how we do it. So this document that I put together is pretty cool. And I have several paralegals that have invested in it, and I cannot wait to see how well it works for them, because this is set up and it is the bomb. And this makes it so much easier, because now you're going after them for what they were doing to you in state court. And that's real easy to shove up their butt, because you already have all of the stuff that they've been shoving in your, a lot of shoving was going on. Then we got the facts down here, what you didn't know. And that's one of my favorite. I look at that when I wake up in the morning. Yep, I'm ready to fight every day. And then here's what you get. Now, I put the non-judicial foreclosure package, the rules, how the non-judicial foreclosure situation goes, process in here, so people can see that you only have a short amount of time if you're facing a non-judicial foreclosure to make your decision and get your program going. So when in a non-judicial foreclosure, when they mail you the notice of default letter, that is the beginning of the foreclosure process. I have people argue with me on that too. I don't have people argue with me on this foreclosure stuff. You gotta be kidding me. So when that starts, you want to go ahead and get your lawsuit filed. You want to get this lawsuit filed. You don't have to wait for the judge to rule. You don't have to wait for none of that stuff. They got the document filed in court they got the document saying they're going to sell your house in 30 days. If you don't pay, then they're saying that you didn't pay and they want their stuff back. So it's time to sue them. So you're going to be suing them for what they're trying to do to you in court. Keep it simple to avoid the arguing. So that's a pretty cool package. I want you guys to see that before we go. Hey, Nelva. Welcome. We're about to go, though. A little bit late today. But luckily, it's on video, so you can watch the whole thing from the top. So one of the main things in tonight's stream is we got a payment program set up on the online course. Now you can enroll in the online course for $300 payment and down, $300 down, and $300 monthly payment $300 monthly payments. In the future, 3 months, three $300 payments. So once you invest in the course and make your $300 investment, you'll have access to everything and you can get started. So that's the main thing that we're changing. And I want to let you guys know that that's an option now, because I know most people don't have $1,200 to put down at one time to do this. So we're doing what we can to make it so that everybody can get in it. Okay, we're back. So that's the deal tonight. You guys need to make sure that you're following the civil rules, the federal rules of civil procedure. And if they have no respect for you, you're going to need to figure that out. That's all I got to say. You're going to need to figure it out, because in most cases, most people that get themselves in that situation talk too much, or they say things that lets people know that they're scared or they're struggling. A lot of times people get really emotional and they say stuff that they think out loud. I get that a lot on phone calls or when people are text or messaging me or emailing me, they're thinking out loud. And I hate that. The other thing I hate is people call me while you're driving. Please don't call me while you're driving. Because people who call me while they're driving, they don't remember anything that I tell them. And then when they get done driving, I have to call them back, and they call me back, and I have to tell them the same stuff over again. I hate saying the same thing over and over and over. So somebody's going to have to run. Yep, Ms. Wilson, that is a really good deal. The lawsuit packages are $400. So for $300, you can get an online course and you have access to the new stuff and you have access to everything. Oh yeah, this is my Lemonade property tax lawsuit package. The attorneys in California are not very happy with me about this. Oh no, that's the motion against them. Oh, the Lemonator package. And there's my email address. If anybody has any questions, you can email me. Now, you must remember, I don't take phone calls for the lawsuit packages. So if you have a question about the lawsuit package, you're going to need to friend me on Facebook and send me your question in Messenger. Or if you're in the group, you can message me in the group, or you can email me. So that's how we do that. When I dropped the price of when I dropped the price of the lawsuit packages, it was just too many calls, and the calls that I was getting from people before I made this new rule were because people didn't take the time to do the research and watch the instructional video, and that was kind of pissing me off. So I'm just gonna throw it out there. So there's a link to my website. You guys can go there and get started if you're interested. The online course is also posted on the front page of the website too. So that's all the value I have for you guys tonight. I appreciate you sharing your time with me here. And if you guys are in need of what we do here, it's time to jump in and get rolling, because the online course, when I get 20 people, the payment page is going to be closed up, because I want to make sure that I can help the 20 people. If I get 500 people in there, I'm not going to be able to help everybody, and my Google review is going to take a hit. So my Google review is very important to me. So keep that in mind. After I get the first 20 people, then the payment plan is going to be closed up for a little while to see how things go with all of the people. And then maybe I'll open it up again later. But right now, we're just going to one step at a time. So good night, and I'll see you guys in the next video.